Welcome to the newest episode of Beyond the Fame with Jason Fraley. I'm your host, Jason Fraley, picking the brains of the top filmmakers, musicians, and artists of our time. Comedy genius Dana Carvey performs live at the Hollywood Casino at Charlestown Races in West Virginia on Saturday, September 23rd. He joined me to discuss his most famous SNL roles, from the church lady to Garth in Wayne's World, not to mention his iconic impersonation of George H.W. Bush and his latest takes on Donald Trump, Barack Obama, and Joe Biden.
This is Jason live on whatever. I don't know. Do you have a radio voice? I don't think so.
What you're getting is what you're getting. Maybe I'll slip into it in a second. We'll see.
No, I think it's great. It's authentic. I like it.
Hey, Dana Carvey. Hey, thanks so much for joining us on WTOP in DC.
Thanks, Jason. You remind me of one of my favorite movies as a kid, Jason and the Argonauts. I bet you've never heard of that. Or you get Jason Bourne.
Are you kidding me?
Hey, Jason Bourne.
Jason Bourne is my era for sure. But I remember Jason and the Argonauts was fighting the skeletons in that stop motion. Oh, you're talking to a movie buff, baby. Let's go.
That's it. I can't believe he got it. Well, I knew it. Get it, Pappy. Nice young man, got a memory like a steel trap. Don't call me Pappy. That's for Walter Brennan. So anyway, dating ourselves, but 5 movies that you would revisit occasionally. I would watch The Godfather occasionally and stuff like that. Ones that you will revisit: Midnight in Paris, Jason the Argonauts, 2001: A Space Odyssey for sure, Alien or Aliens. Just movies you can watch more than once. You have 5 seconds.
Oh, wow. Yes. Like for art reasons, it'd be like The Godfather, Vertigo. I love it. I love Capra. I love It's a Wonderful Life. I love Singing in the Rain. But then there's, I don't know.
All mine.
Number 5 is going to be just some combination of like stuff I grew up with, because there's the personal favorites, there's like Indiana Jones and Rocky.
Oh, no. It's what age you are when that movie comes out is big. So yeah, you would have your own.
Absolutely. No, I love I love Scorsese. There's so many movies I love, man. But
you mean Marty?
Marty, yeah, you probably know him by his first name, don't you?
I've met him, but yeah, I can't say I know him. But yeah, he's a pistol.
You didn't mention Skyfall, the poster behind you.
Oh yeah, that was just a gift, and then I was at Paramount. Reds. Yep, there you go. That's a goodie.
So do those two not make the 5? I guess it's hard to narrow it to 5.
I do like Daniel Craig as Bond. I mean, he would say there's just, a lot of great Bonds. Sean Connery is obviously Sean Connery, but Daniel Craig, I thought, reinvented it and was brilliant at it. Great movies with him.
Oh yeah, Sean Connery's probably the best. I grew up with Pierce Brosnan, but love Daniel Craig as well, and Roger Moore.
But if there always has to be the best, humans need to make lists. The top 5, whatever, the top 10, the top 100 Saturday Night Live cast members.
Yeah,
let's count down.
We should tell everybody the top 5 Dana Carveys that are coming to Hollywood Casino in Charlestown Races in West Virginia on Saturday, September 23rd. It's Dana Carvey, Dana Carvey, Dana Carvey, and Dana Carvey. Like all 5 of you are probably the top 5 coming.
Well, I always say the only people that will do I do versions of my hits, and the only thing worse than having hits is not having hits. So I'm very grateful. So I get it. I'll do a lot of new stuff. I'll do a lot of current. I'll do Trump and Biden and Biden and Trump. Even Hunter Biden is my latest toy. Because I admire him so much. He's got the cigarette, the girl's tied up, he's got a gun, and he looks happy. But and then I think people are curious about Church Lady. Obviously Garth, which is dear to my heart. As Dennis Miller would say, geez, that character bought you a farm, Carvey. Okay. Anyway,
you and Dennis Spade could have done Joe Dirt together. You didn't even need Dennis Miller. That was perfect.
Yeah, Dennis is a good friend, and my IQ goes up when I do Dennis. Okay, Jason, working from home, got the Shure mic there, pretty crackling sound, bookcase showing off that kind of faux intellect motif. But and I would guess Hans and Franz.
It's funny you mentioned Hans and Franz. I just interviewed the Franz to your Hans. Kevin Nealon's coming to DC Comedy Loft, and do you ever get worried when he's in town before you that he's gonna start a flabalanche all the way? It's gonna ripple all the way to West Virginia and take you out.
That's a funny idea. Oh no, sorry, Franz, I came first. Don't touch this line. Yeah, my favorite line of theirs, and I don't know if people remember them, but they're Arnold's crazy cousins, and they were paranoid, dysfunctional, maybe not too bright, and they would threaten imaginary enemies.
Yeah.
Your buttocks are like marshmallows. You're lucky I don't have a campfire here. So if you unpack that, which is a favorite word of mine, Jason, are they threatening to light this guy's ass on fire? I mean, because
either that or shove a stick up it and hold it over a flame. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
There's too much to think about. But yeah, they were really fun to do. I still love doing them. And I got a very high compliment the other day, accidentally, because I was at the dentist's office, and when I leave, sometimes I'll entertain. I was doing Hans, oh, the teeth are shinier than people expect them. Whoops, that kind of thing. They go, oh, you're doing Hitler from your 2016 special, when he was describing to Hermann Goering, who's kind of the chubby Luftwaffe guy, that Hermann Goering, that he has a carbohydrate addiction. So I said, how did you possibly remember Hitler saying, yeah, you're chubby, that's right. I have one cookie, I put it down. You have a cookie, your brain throws a party, you have to have 100 cookies. It's hard to come up with original Hitler jokes. There's been 9,900,000. So I just do exhausted Hitler. Whoever thought of this Kyle thing should be shot. I can't feel my deltoid. So
now you're getting into some Peter Sellers there with the,
Oh, Dr. Strangelove. Oh my God, the greatest. So yeah, there's those. Yeah, chop and broccoli. Maybe I'll do that a cappella. I don't know if I have an instrument there, but so
did you say it right? Isn't it chop and broccoli? Chop and broccoli.
Broccoli. Right. If it's just chop and broccoli. No. It's chop and broccoli. She chop. Yeah. That's I do 10-minute versions of that sometimes because I'll just bring things back, have the audience sing it. It's the, things that are inexplicable that should have no right to be funny or no right to be remembered. It's a crime against comedy and humanity, but no one knows why it is funny, and therefore it's like trying to catch the wind. So that's the only reason I could think that people would be happy to hear it, because they have no idea why it's funny. There's no real joke or juxtaposition or parody or anything.
Yeah.
I mean, so I'll take it.
So it sounds like we're going to hear a little bit of all of your quote greatest hits at the club. Did you say you're going to do a little Biden and Trump impression? Do we get a little bit here or no?
Oh yeah. This is my latest with Trump. Is DeSantis said he went woke, and I thought if Trump went woke, he's Trump. He would be the most woke guy ever, right? We're going to have the most diverse cabinet like you wouldn't believe. We're going to have a lot of diversity, all the colors and all the flavors, and we're going to take care of our Eskimos. What's happening to our Eskimos is quite frankly a disgrace. There's no ice up there. They can't make an igloo without the ice. They tried with the sticks and the rocks. It was a disaster, but we're going to get them ice. I know how to get ice. I'm going to take all the ice from the Trump hotels. It's a lot of ice, I can tell you that. We're going to put it on the Carnival cruise ship. They're friends of mine. I know these people. I'm going to get the Eskimos ice. So that was a little hybrid. With Biden, I'm doing, what's the latest Biden? Well, my main thing is just have a girl so soft like that. Only Hunter can understand him at this point. Hey, Dad, what's up? Got a piece of by the fire. Yeah, I know. That was a tough gig, Dad. So I. No, I do him going, the whisper to the yell is my new most favorite toy with Biden. The rich aren't paying their fair share. He says, got to pay fair share. Sharon Stone tell pilots. When pilots were selling lists in a match game, it's for people, the pilots can't believe it's not butter. I used to say Pirates of the Caribbean, but now I say can't believe it's not butter, folks. So, and the way he moves around stage and everything about him, he's the president. You have to make fun of him. My thing is I do both. I do them all, and I like to do them. And Trump, everybody does Trump. I just have Trump woke as my toy.
Gotcha. Wow. That's so damn good. Both of them. Like, how do you? I mean, God, I'm sure you've been asked a million times, but like, do you pull up like their clips and study them? Like, what is like the Dana Carvey? Like, okay, and then I'm gonna stand in the mirror. I'm gonna try it out. Like, how do you do it?
I don't do it that way. It's just sudden a lot of exposure because Trump was just a fascinating object and you're hearing him a lot. Yeah. There's been some really great ones, and Shane Gillis, James Austin Johnson made it into jazz. He's like he's at another level, and the breathing and all that stuff. I just do my own thing. The thing I do like is the guttural thing, because he didn't have that in 2016. We're gonna go a lot of places. I just use this is my Trump. When I first came onto this version, for me, was he always sounds like he's pitching a family vacation. We're gonna go a lot of places. We're going places like you wouldn't believe. And you're going to be happy. And people say, no, they still can't go there. But we're going to go there anyway. We know how to go there. We're going to do it. We're going to do a lot of it. So it's just a fun toy. I like the rhythm. But mostly for me, if anyone's trying to learn impressions, just overexpose yourself to that voice. Just listen to it. And if you want on your iPhone, record Biden or record Trump. Don't ever try to do an impression. It's so embarrassing. But if you have someone that you're constantly exposed, a lot of times non-impressionists can get an impression, because I'm not into accuracy really,
right?
But core essence. So yeah, just listen and then pray.
Well, speaking of praying, are we going to see any of the church lady? Isn't that special at the show?
Oh my God, yes. Yeah, I did think of Hunter Biden is on Church Lady. Well, we like to party. We don't wear too much clothes now, do we? So, I mean, she's perennial judging person ready to rock. And she's really fun to do, because it's passive aggressiveness is just a fun attitude. We like ourselves, don't we, Jason? We put on our little microphone. Now we're interviewing Mr. Comedian. I mean, it's always fun to do that.
Am I interviewing a famous comedian, or is it Satan?
And then, well, isn't that special? So yeah, I mean, I like those characters because they reflect whatever kind of dysfunction or neurosis I have. Yeah. I like very cocky idiots like Hans and Franz. I was definitely passive aggressive as a kid because I was tiny and I had to use my wits to survive. Yeah. We do it together at I love the name of this place, Hollywood Casino at Charlestown Races.
Yeah, because there's like a horse track and stuff there too. But yeah, you gotta make sure you say the whole thing.
I love that. I heard that on stage the horse races kind of filter through the window. It's like, they'll take odds on me and who I'll do when.
Is he gonna do Garth? Is he gonna do Garth? Oh, we got Garth coming up on the outside here.
I'd go to the show, but I'd try to get a good seat. Anyway, it's fun. I like doing these, and DC, I like that whole suburban area,
Absolutely. Yeah, West Virginia, it's all the general region. Yeah. Well, before we run, you've been so generous with your time with all these different impressions. But I mean, we can't leave. I mean, you did Trump and Biden, but speaking of presidents, you can't leave this. You're not gonna do it with George H.W. Bush.
Well, I have a lot of fun with that, and I expand some of our stories. Sometimes I do these micro impressions. So with him lately, I just put him in this like 50 impressions in a row that are very quick. So it's George Bush Sr. going off a high dive. And he can't really, and if you're on the Zoom, you'll see he's like creeping up on the stage. Gotta do it. He's looking down. Gotta do it. Gotta do it. Not gonna do it. And then he backs off. I just like to abstract these guys. But I do tell the story of our friendship. And that was a thrill to take somebody who really everyone thought there's nothing there. And it took a long time to extrapolate, got that area and all these people here. To sum up, Jason, interview, Hollywood Casino at Charlestown Races. Don't forget the races. Don't put them down, horsies, going fast, betting, losers. So anyway, it's like an abstract poem for me.
It's crazy. He actually came. The president, rest in peace. He's dead now. But the first George Bush right, church lady. He came to the Frederick Keys. He came to the Frederick Keys. It's a minor league team here for the Orioles. And as a kid, and I remember we were like throwing our gloves up to the box for him to sign. And but nowadays after 9/11, when his son was in office, that
right,
shows the different time.
It was an innocent time.
Innocent time. Not gonna do it now, but
but we became friends. He was obviously a moderate, and everyone loved him. I mean, he was just a hell of a guy, and had a great sense of humor. All he wanted to do was have me do Ross Perot. That would whenever I did charity events, all kinds of events. Oh, can we get a little Ross Perot? Can I finish one time? I just turned Ross Perot, for your older audience, into James Brown. Can I come in on the one? Can I come in on the one? Can I finish? Can I finish? Can I finish one time? So he's still fun to do. But I do. I'll leave you with this. This is my latest Obama teaching. He sometimes gives talks at primary schools. Well, this is a way to illustrate things we're thinking about in society. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. And Jack looked at Jill, and Jill looked at Jack. And Jill said, I'd like to be a Jack too. So Jack and Jack came down the hill. That's a teachable moment.
It is insane how many you've done. But yes, I know you got to run. So thank you for squeezing this many impressions in such a short, usually I go through the, their whole career. But this was just so free flowing and I love it. But
I enjoy it. And you're a great audience. And you actually had a good church lady. You had a good George Bush Sr. I mean, I'm just saying. Well, I noticed a little bit of
I'm just going to say, I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy.
With this, remember, always, wherever you are, the most important thing is to party on.
Party on. Party on, Dana. Dana Carvey, party time. Excellent. WTOP, Hollywood Casino.
Thanks
so much for doing this. I appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Thanks so much for listening to Beyond the Fame with Jason Fraley. Our theme music is Scott Buckley's Clarion. Remember to give us a 5-star rating if you like what you hear. We'll see you next time.